Welcome to the Brave Kids Experience. I love the holidays. What's your favorite part of Christmas? For me, it's definitely the holiday music. It's my favorite. It's officially December, so we're kicking off our Christmas series, Simply Christmas. No assembly required. Have you ever waited a long time for a Christmas gift? Like it's been on your list for years? When I was your age, I really wanted a pony. Well, Jesus was promised to God's people thousands of years before he actually came. That's a long time to wait, but Jesus was worth it. Let's start our time off with some worship.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plain repeat the sound and joy. Repeat the sound and joy. Repeat the sounding. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. Keep them bells ringing. Keep them bells ringing. Keep them bells ringing. Yeah. Keep them bells ringing. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. He is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Jacob, and if you didn't know by the festive decor behind me, the holidays are upon us. We've got garlands, tree ornaments, tree stars, candy canes. Oh, whoa, that is one big present. I wonder who it's for. To Jacob. That's me. I got a present. Who's got a present? I'm got a present. But before I tear into this bad boy, let me tell you what we're talking about today. It's simple. We're talking about Christmas! Christmas is celebrating Jesus, God's greatest gift. Everybody likes gifts, am I right? Especially when they're all wrapped up with a big bow on top. Let's see what I got. Oh man, I hope it's something cool, like a new pair of shoes. Or I hope it's like one of those headphones that cancel out all other noises. Cool. No, I hope it's a little puppy, like a basset hound. Then I could put a little hat on top of him and we can solve mysteries together, dude. What do you think, my dear Watson? Is the game afoot or is it afoot? Yeah, that's what I hope. Okay, no, this is what I hope. I hope that it's a trunk full of cash. Then I can buy whatever I want for Christmas. You know something? Hope it's a really cool thing. It can be like the light in the darkness. Today's story is about a time that may have seemed pretty dark, but then God gave his people something to hope for. I can't wait to see what's inside, but I'm gonna wait. Patience is a virtue, Jacob. See you in a few.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how he created us and loves us so much that he made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 6.
Jess stared out the window at the ice beating down. Every holiday plan for the weekend had been canceled. And to top it off, the school had just released Jess's most recent grades.
A D in language arts? What happened, Jess?
I don't know.
You're such a good storyteller.
I can't make all the words work out when I try to write it down. Can I go play Mindstorm?
Hun, you need to read for an hour first.
An hour? I thought it was 30 minutes.
Your teacher and I talked. We think a little more reading time will help.
Jess glared.
I don't have anything to read.
You've got an entire bookshelf in your room.
Those are little kid books.
Then look at Emma's bookshelf.
Emma was Jess's older sister, already in high school.
Fine, whatever.
Jess stalked upstairs to Emma's room, peeked inside. The room was empty, but everything was neatly organized. Emma had even done all of the colorful artwork on her own walls.
Miss Perfect.
Jess sighed. Everything seemed to come easily to Emma. Writing, math, friends, life.
I'll probably be stuck in 5th grade for the rest of my life.
Jess stood in front of Emma's bookshelf, running her finger over the thick spines. At last, a swirl of color on the bottom shelf caught her eye.
Comic book Bible. Huh.
Jess thumped down onto the floor and pulled the book off the shelf. She flipped it open, and color exploded off the page.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
The images of creation were vivid and detailed, as if she were right there.
Pretty cool.
Jess found herself drawn into the familiar stories, seeing and hearing them in a brand new way. Moses and the Red Sea, the fall of Jericho, David and Goliath, Esther boldly approaching the king, David's incredible poetry in the Psalms.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
After the Psalms, though, Jess paged into unfamiliar territory.
Isn't Daniel in the lion's den around here somewhere? Who's this guy?
Jess stared at a man with a long white beard, using a quill to scribble on a scroll.
A child will be born to us, a son will be given to us. He will rule over us, and he will be called Wonderful Advisor and Mighty God. He will also be called Father who lives forever, and Prince who brings peace.
Hey! Jess nearly dropped the book. She glanced up to see Emma standing in the doorway.
What are you doing in my room?
Mom said I could pick a book.
Well, ask next time, okay?
I didn't touch anything.
Okay, it's fine.
Emma settled down on the floor beside Jess and took a look at the book.
Aunt Chris gave me this book when I started high school.
It's pretty cool. I mean, until this part. It's kind of hard to make a guy writing a letter exciting.
Jess pointed out Mr. Whitebeard.
Oh, you mean Isaiah?
Who's he talking about? Jesus?
Yeah, but it's way more amazing when you look at the big picture. You see, God's people were in big trouble. Over and over, the Israelites promised to love and obey God. And then every single time, they turned their backs on him.
Turn their backs? Like how?
Well, they'd start praying to false gods like other nations around them, trying to do things their own way. So, God allowed them to be captured by other nations.
Emma flipped back, showing images of battles, powerful foreign kings, groups of captives.
The Israelites got in really big trouble. Things looked hopeless.
So God just ditched them.
No way. Every single time, God showed he was still with them. He sent kings who loved God like David and Solomon and Josiah. And he sent prophets like Elijah and Isaiah to speak God's truth and hope to the people.
Even though they totally messed up.
Yep. Through it all, God promised that he was going to send someone who would rescue them forever.
Jess flipped back to Isaiah and read slowly.
A child will be born to us. A son will be given to us. He will rule over us.
That's only one prophecy. There are hundreds of prophecies in the Old Testament that talk about Jesus coming.
Jess nodded, trying to take it in.
That's a lot of promises.
And God came through. The Israelites had to wait a long time, but God kept every single one of those promises when he sent Jesus to live on earth.
His very own son.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem and all that. You can take the book if you want.
Emma tapped the comic book Bible. Jess smiled.
Does God promise that I'll get a better grade in language arts?
No, but he does promise to be with you and give you the patience and courage you need to keep working on it.
They both listened to the ice rattling against the window.
Hey, you want to play Mindstorm?
Sure, just let me read a little more first.
Emma gave a thumbs up, and Jess settled back down to keep reading. She paged forward to the book of Luke, eager to see for herself again how God had delivered on his promise to send a savior.
Okay, so hundreds of years before the very first Christmas, it felt like God's people were in the dark. They dealt with bad kings and wars with other nations. They'd been taken captive and removed from their homes. They needed help. They needed hope. You may not know exactly what that's like, but you've probably been through a dark day or two. Trouble at home, trouble at school, trouble in the world. Sometimes you need a little hope to get you through it, to help you cancel out the noise. Well, the good news for God's people hundreds of years ago turned out to be good news for us too. God promised through Isaiah that he would send a baby who would one day save the world. And around 700 years later, God kept his promise when Jesus was born. Listen, if it takes you or me 700 years to keep a promise, that probably wouldn't be too cool. God's different. He's been here forever, and he'll be here forever. So 700 years is like, sometimes with hope, there's a little waiting involved. One thing's for sure though, when God makes a promise, he keeps it. So when things are dark, know that God promised to send us a savior. When you're lonely, know that God promises he'll always be with you. When you're sad or hurting, know that God promises that there's going to come a day when there will be no more pain and no more sadness. Isn't that something to hope for? So here's the one thing to remember today. We can have hope because God keeps his promises. That's a little gift of hope for you this Christmas. Oh yeah, my present. Let's see what we've got. Ugh. Do not open till Christmas. Oh man, looks like I'm gonna be hoping for a couple more weeks. It's definitely not a puppy. I'll see you next time. Woof, woof.
The boys. Hey, what are you? On the first day of Christmas, nobody gave to me a peppermint candy. Let's see what else is in this thing. All right. Ooh. Oh, you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Oh, yes, I can. Tasty. Okay. What else? Oh, cool. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Can't eat you. Oh, what's that? Oh, I get it. Apple cider. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was in there. And now for the most important day of all. I wonder what's inside.
Oh, hey, Brandon! Merry Christmas! Hey, Brandon, I know you're still out there. Brandon?
Welcome to the So-and-So Show, and Merry Christmas! I'm Brandon.
I'm John, and we're glad you're hanging out with us as we kick off this festive holiday season.
Question for you, John.
Hit me!
Okay.
Thank you. Now go ahead and ask me the question.
Okay, what does your family do to kick off the holiday season?
We eat rotten fish.
What?
Yeah, it's called lutefisk. It's kind of a nasty fish jelly.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. We've just always done it. Yeah, when your nose hairs start burning with the stink of rotting fish, you know it's Christmas time with that tasty dish.
My family watches Christmas movies.
Oh, we do that too.
It's a Wonderful Life is the perfect movie to start out with. The holidays haven't begun until Clarence gets his wings.
Spoiler alert!
Hey, you've never seen It's a Wonderful Life?
It's on my list.
Oh. What do you want, John? What do you want? You want the moon? You just say the word, and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
Of course, you'd pick a Christmas movie from the 1900s.
It's a classic. It's one of the best movies of... Okay, fine. And you know what? What Christmas movie would you start with?
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. La 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 la.
Okay, Elf is fine, but it's really more of a kid's movie. What? It is. I mean, if you knew real Christmas movies like I do, then you wouldn't
I know Christmas movies. More than you, I bet.
Oh, well, we'll see about that. It's time to play Name That Christmas Movie. Bah, humbug.
That's easy. The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Or any version of A Christmas Carol.
Anybody want to play a reindeer game? Like Monopoly?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Not a movie. It was TV.
A TV movie?
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
I don't know. Something old.
White Christmas. Or if you want to get technical, the song originated in the 1942 film Holiday Inn. Also with Bing Crosby. Home Alone.
It burns. You look like a deranged Easter bunny. Christmas story. I'm a prince, but I don't want anyone to know because my evil twin brother, who works as a chef at the North Pole, might hop on the Christmas train to stop me from finding my true love, if she even has time for love, while balancing her successful newspaper column in New York City and an architecture firm in Los Angeles. I only have 1.5 hours to meet the girl, fall in love, save the world, and discover the true meaning of Christmas.
I have no idea.
Really? It's so simple. It's every Hallmark Christmas movie ever.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, we're just discussing Christmas movies.
I love Christmas movies. Jingle All the Way is the best. I'll know if you move because I have the ears of a snake.
Classic.
I agree. Hey, so what you got for us today?
Well, today we're setting up the entire Christmas story. It's like a preview of what's to come.
Did you say preview, Kellen?
I did.
Like a movie preview?
Well,
we've got your back, Kellen.
Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Around 700 years before Jesus was born, there was a prophet named Isaiah. Now, a prophet was a person God chose to be his messenger, and they were often given a glimpse of what the future would be like. Here's what Isaiah wrote. A child will be born to us. A son will be given to us. He will rule over us, and he will be called Wonderful Advisor and Mighty God. He will also be called Father who lives forever and Prince who brings peace. The child Isaiah wrote about was...
Wait, Kellen, no spoilers. We've got a preview.
Something like this, Kellen?
Over 2,000 years ago, in the city of Nazareth, a young girl named Mary was visited by an angel.
But do not be afraid, Mary. God is very pleased with you. You're going to get pregnant and have a son. You must call him Jesus, and he will be called the Son of the Most High God, and his kingdom will last forever.
Mary may have been frightened, but God had a plan.
What God says, he will always do.
Okay, good. Now I can tell you. When Isaiah wrote about the son God was giving us, he was really writing about Jesus. Think about how incredible that is. 700 years before Jesus came, God promised that he would come. Continue.
After an emperor's decree and a long journey, Mary and the man she would marry, Joseph, found themselves in the city of Bethlehem. But no one expected what happened next. With no rooms available, Mary gave birth to her baby in a place fit for animals. The baby boy was wrapped in cloths and laid in a manger.
Jesus is the Son of God. Isaiah wrote that he would be a ruler, a mighty God, a father, a prince. No one expected the Savior to be born with animals. But God has always done things that are unexpected.
You're right about that, Kellen.
Thank you.
Because God had more surprises in store. God sent an angel to lowly shepherds keeping watch over their sheep.
I bring you good news. It will bring great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord.
So buckle your seatbelts because ready or not, here comes Christmas.
Wow. Way to go, guys.
Thank you.
Doesn't that get you excited about Christmas?
For sure.
Just think of what Isaiah's words meant for those people years ago. They'd been hoping for a Savior, so God made them a promise that he would send one.
And it was Jesus.
Yep. God always keeps his promises.
So there's always a reason to have hope.
That's a great way to looking at it.
Thanks.
Now, thank you guys for those previews. I'm thinking of watching some Christmas movies right now. Jingle All the Way, here I come.
Put that cookie down. No.
What was that?
As from Jingle All the Way. That was...
Oh, yeah. Reveal the question.
What are you hoping for? What are you hoping for this Christmas, John?
Maybe a little more peace and understanding.
Ooh, good start.
More calm and civil debates and discussions.
Would be nice.
And then some new headphones.
All right.
We'll see you next week for more Christmas. I'm John.
And I'm Brandon, and that was the So-and-So Show.
It was.
Thank you.
Long ago and late one night, angels came in glorious light, singing songs about a Savior that was born. He came down from heaven above to bring us perfect peace and love, and things would change forever on that Christmas morn. No better news was ever told. God loved us so, so much, He gave us His only Son to save us. The angels sang, the shepherds saw, and wise men came to bow. God knew everything we needed, and so He sent us Jesus. The greatest gift in the world is with us now. Shepherds heard and ran to see what the angels said would be. And in Bethlehem they found that it was true. In a manger was a boy who would bring the world great joy. So they went out telling everyone they knew. No better news was ever told. God loved us so, so much, He gave us His only Son to save us. The angels sang, the shepherds saw, and wise men came to bow. God knew everything we needed, and so He sent us Jesus. The greatest gift in the world is with us now. You with us, you with us, you with us, you with us now. You with us, you with us, you with us, you with us now. Every time I'm feeling down, you pick me up. Sing, oh, oh. And when my heart is feeling emptied out, you fill my cup. Sing it out now. Oh, oh, oh. I just wanna say thank you.
verse 2. I'm grateful for the way you've been a friend to me. Sing, oh, oh. And even in the deepest, darkest night, you help me see. Sing it out now. Oh, oh. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you, just wanna say thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. For the joy that you give to me, for the way that you made me free, for my friends and my family, I just wanna say, for loving me from the start, for every beat, beat, beat of my heart, for everything you are, I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I just wanna say thank you for the way you love me. I wanna say thank you, just wanna say thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. T-H-A-N-K-Y-O-U, thank you. For the joy that you give to me, for the way that you made me free, for my friends and my family, I just wanna say, for loving me from the start, for every beat, beat, beat of my heart, for everything you are, I just wanna say, I just wanna say.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Hey, remember, don't just watch us by yourself. Share it with a friend who might need the hope of Jesus this Christmas. See you next week.